Contemporary Programs Chair for Region 4 East. A couple announcements from the conference committee. First, if you can have your meal tickets out and ready to go so that the servers can collect them from you as they're serving you, that'd be great. And then feel free to eat as we're talking today with your salads, and service will start at some point in the middle of the presentation. I'm very excited to be here today and to share with you our award winners for the region. This afternoon we're recognizing 12 winners of the different awards that we solicited nominations for over the summer. Reading the nominations, it's clear that the great work that 4 East talked about yesterday is continued, and these winners are all very excited to be here today. We continue to look for nominations that increase the involvement in the region in that. So as you get to next year and you think someone deserves to be up here, we encourage you to consider them for nomination. On behalf of myself and the leadership team, I want to thank the review team. We have 4 individuals who agreed to review the nominations for us this year. Thank you to Doug Eck from Lake Forest College, Ellen Harrion from Northwestern, Jamie Yeager from Baldwin-Wallace College, and Jim Haig from Ball State. You may have noticed the posters in the hallway displaying the winners and their accomplishments. We have a very short amount of time to recognize them all today, so we'll be highlighting their accomplishments. But I encourage you to read those posters and kind of get the full view of what their nominators had to say about them. Additionally, those posters will be given to the winners to take back to their campus to display so they can be proud of their accomplishment at home. The first award I'm going to present today is for the Community College Professional Award. This award is given to an individual who has demonstrated leadership and a commitment to NASPA and/or the profession while working at a community college within our region. It should also be noted that the individual who receives this award will be automatically forwarded on for consideration for the National Community College Professional Award. This year's winner currently serves as the Vice President of Student Affairs at Oakton Community College, the same institution where she has previously served as the Dean of Students. During her time at Oakton, she has emerged as a leader in both the state of Illinois and region on not only community college issues, but also in issues of the larger higher education agenda. Her most recent involvement has been as the NASPA Region 4 East Community College representative, serving as the regional voice on the National Advisory Board and the leader on our regional leadership team on community college issues. She also serves as the only individual in this year's pool who was nominated by a national NASPA leader, as well as the individual who she had nominated for the same award. Our winner has also maintained active involvement in the region throughout her time here. She has served as a previous faculty member of the New Professionals Institute, where she has demonstrated commitment to the future of our field. She's also maintained active involvement in many other associations at both the state and national level, including the American Association of Women in Community Colleges, American Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admission Officers, and the Association of Student Conduct Administration. For her continued dedication and service to our region and her strong focus on the special population of community colleges, I am pleased to recognize Dr. Joanne Smith with the 2011 Community College Professional Award. Joy wanted to leave, we told her. Our next award is the Distinguished Service to the Profession Award. This award is presented to an individual to recognize outstanding achievements to the profession over an extended period of time. The winner of the award will also be forwarded on to serve as our regional nominee for the National Fred Turner Distinguished Service Award. This year's winner has been engaged in NASPA service since they served as the newsletter editor for the New Professionals and Graduate Network. In his time in the knowledge community role, he identified a need for the creation of a new knowledge community to engage in the important work of partnering with academic affairs. Through his work, the SAPA, or Student Affairs Partnering with Academic Affairs Knowledge Community, was created and sustains as one of NASPA's largest knowledge communities today. After serving as chair of this committee, he assumed the role of the technology chair, served on the nominating committee for the group, and assisted in creating the awards program. Following his work with SAPA, he has worked to serve Region 4 East tirelessly. He has served as the co-chair of a conference program committee, worked on the planning committee, and was one of this year's chairs in the MidLevel Management Institute. Since then, he's moved on to work with the National Excellence Awards Review Committee, served on the planning team for NASPA's Assessment and Retention Committee, and most recently assumed the role of Knowledge Community Coordinator for Region 4 East. The most impressive part of this individual's nomination packet was the focus the individuals placed on working with younger professionals. On 2 separate occasions, he has presented in both Seattle and NASPA at the national level on navigating and becoming engaged in NASPA. 2 of his nominators spent time involvement and engagement in NASPA. Because of his continued positional service and his ability and commitment to engaging young professionals in the work and engagement of NASPA, it is my pleasure to recognize Dr. Chris Lewis as the 2011 recipient of the Distinguished Service to the Professional Award. Our next award is the Celebration of Diversity Award. This award is designed to honor an institution who successfully records their efforts in both celebrating and creating a campus climate of inclusion and diversity. This year's winner has demonstrated a long-running institutional focus on social justice and implementing positive social change. From its founding in 1846 by a group of abolitionist ministers who included in the initial mission the concept that it was important for students to learn to serve the common good, Grinnell College has continued this work in their everyday efforts. The nomination letters included and detailed a range of programming that kept both their students and staff engaged in the long-running mission of the institution and continued focus on advancing inclusivity in their campus environment. Multiple letters highlighted the Residence Life Department's commitment to gender-neutral housing, which reached an impressive milestone this year, with 20% of their campus housing being able to serve this population. Their campus programming was also impressive and talked about its variance and scope of serving both faculty, staff, and students. From programming that brought the entire campus community to engage incarcerated individuals to engage in liberal arts programming and education, to a series of small group conversations hosted with their campus human resources department, highlighting both individual staff and faculty stories, they have worked to engage many departments and disciplines in their institutional mission. Because of their continued commitment to the institutional mission of serving the common good and keeping a focus on social justice, it is my pleasure to recognize Grinnell College with the 2011 Celebration of Diversity Award. Our next award is one that I am personally very excited to present, and the recipient is personally not very excited to receive. This award is for outstanding service to Region 4 East. The award is presented to an individual demonstrating outstanding achievement to the student affairs profession and to our region over an extended period of time. This year's winner currently serves as the Associate Vice President for Student Development at DePaul University and has demonstrated sustained involvement in our region since 2002, when she first became involved in leadership with a position as the local arrangements chair for the regional conference. Beginning in 2003, that involvement continued by serving as a member of the initial WISA, or Women in Student Affairs Driving Conference Committee, which has become one of our most successful regional ventures over time. She continued her involvement in the conference through 2009, serving as the local arrangements chair in 2005 and as the co-chair of the conference in 2007. One nominator discussed not only her importance in putting that together, but the impact she's had on the members of the committee, oftentimes graduate and young professionals, serving as a mentor to both RISA and involvement in our NASPA region. In 2007, she took over the reins of the Awards and Exemplary Programs position. During her tenure, she worked tirelessly through personal contacts and continued reminders to garner nominations and regional support for these awards. She oversaw the introduction of 3 new awards: the Community College Professional Award, the Outstanding Contribution to Higher Education, and NASPA's introduction of the President's Award. During her time as awards chair, she was able to secure nominations and recognition for over 75% of the awards nominated during her 4 years, a feat I can personally attest is not very easy to do. Because of her continual commitment to recognizing the good work of our region, encouraging younger professionals, helping to establish one of our region's strongest traditions, it's my great pleasure to present Dr. Peggy Burke with the Outstanding Service to Region 4 East Award. Our next award is presented to an individual in Region 4 East who has demonstrated an outstanding contribution to student affairs through teaching. This award is presented to an outstanding college student personnel preparation faculty member in Region 4 East. This year's winner received their master's and PhD at the University of Maryland before going on to begin their teaching career at the University of Vermont. Following her time there, she proceeded to teach at Seattle University for 5 years before moving to our region to begin teaching at Loyola University Chicago, where last year she was appointed as the program's director. Her nomination packet was written by a myriad of students who spoke to her strong commitment to not only the material needed for their academic standpoint, but also to her focus on the importance of balancing oneself as both a scholar and a practitioner. Her nominators talked about the ease and finesse which she uses to find real-life connections to their work in the classroom, and of making sure to connect with her students on more than just a classroom level. Her commitment to supporting her students and their many identities personally was highly regarded by all of her students. Our nominee has done an exceptional job of not only working in the classroom and on her campus, but engaging the profession with her scholarly work. With over 13 completed publications, 30 national presentations, 3 regional presentations, and 13 local presentations, our recipient is clearly engaging others in her material. Because of her commitment to the academic and professional development of her students, her advancement of research, and her crafting of the future of our profession, it is my pleasure to present Dr. Bridget Turner Kelly, the Outstanding Contribution to Student Affairs Through Teaching Award. The next award is the Innovative Program Award. Innovative programs are defined as ideas, methods, or programs that resulted in improved educational activities, services, or management for a college or university community. These programs or activities must be at minimum 3 years old and may be no older than 5 years. This year's award-winning program is a program that incorporates academically based leadership courses, seminars, service projects, and peer mentoring to advance primarily first-generation, weaker academically profiled, and students of color, and help them to find success in the university's College of Biological Sciences. While the nominators highlight that the program is similar to many other leadership programs offered, the uniqueness comes from the program's ability to reach and engage science-based students in these items and have done so with amazing success. In its 5th year, the program reports an increase of retention rates for the 2009 cohort of the program at a rate of 94.87%, which sits above the university's retention rate by approximately 5%. In each of the 4 years the program has been in existence, that retention rate has improved, with students seeing themselves fall above the retention rate and seeing additional success in the classroom, and that rate continues to grow. The program has continued to build not only an affinity for the university, but also for the College of Biological Sciences. Students asked to retain membership in the program even past the time that their cohort time is through. One of the strongest elements of the program is that affinity gained for their academic program and their peers. As I mentioned, that it moves on a cohort style, which allows them to find that support network in college. For its application of leadership development and creation of a sense of community, bolstering retention rates and advancing graduation rates within the College of Biological Sciences, I am pleased to present the 2011 Innovative Program Award to the Dean Scholar Program at the University of Minnesota, Twin Cities. Our next award is brand new to the slate of regional awards. In discussions this summer during our regional board meeting and a focus on the NASPA Undergraduate Fellow Program, the regional leadership team decided to add an award for an undergraduate student who is considering work in the student affairs field. The inaugural Undergraduate Rising Star Award is awarded to an individual who must be an undergraduate student interested in pursuing a career or advanced degree in student affairs. Our winner currently serves as a resident advisor in an all first-year area at DePauw University in Indiana. In addition to his position, he serves on the university's academic review committee, serves as a member of the men's varsity swim and dive team, is an active member of his fraternity Delta Upsilon, and is a member of the university's co-curricular development and assessment committee. Throughout his time on campus, our nominee was described by his nominators as being incredibly hardworking, having and sharing a perspective that many students don't have, or engaging in larger campus understanding and planning opportunities. A detailed relationship with his president and an understanding of the importance he gives to that campus was also outlined. The most unique factor of his nomination was the fact that he was the only one of our undergrads to be nominated by a peer. The peer talked about his ability to motivate and inspire his peers, not just into action, but to have an understanding of the sense of purpose that went along with that action. For his continued commitment to his campus, engagement in the issues facing said campus, and his ability to inspire and lead those on his campus, it's my pleasure to present Luke Brescher with the 2011 Undergraduate Student Rising Star. Our next award is the Graduate Student Rising Star Award. This award must be presented to a student who gained a master's or doctoral degree in higher education with the intent to pursue a career in the field.
This year's winner is a graduate student who showed excellence in a variety of areas. She is currently a second-year master's student at the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign. She serves as a graduate student working in the Office of Inclusion and Intercultural Relations, and previously worked in the Office of Youth Student Programs.
He also serves as the intern for NASPA Region IV-E and has previously done an Hawaii internship at the University of California, working for the Division of Student Affairs, and at Edinburgh University in the United Kingdom, and served as the Living Learning Coordinator for the Semester at Sea program. He also took the initiative to do an externship with our University Housing Department. He participated in a number of committees during his time in Illinois, including in a search committee for the Assistant Dean of Students position, as a member of the Student Senate Committee on Appointments, the New Student Programs Advisory Board, and most recently on the Strategic Planning Committee for the Bruce D. Nesbitt African American Cultural Center. His nominators spoke at length of his professionalism, excellence in and out of the classroom, and of their hope and ability to not only succeed in the field, but as one nominator says, "It excites me to think of the way in which he will impact our field and the many contributions he will make to the Academy." For his range of experiences and desire to continue engaging the field in as many ways as possible, it is my pleasure to present Terrence Range with the Graduate Student Rising Star Award. Unfortunately, Terrence couldn't be here, so Renee will also play the role of Terrence. Our next award is presented to the Regional Outstanding New Professional. This award goes to an individual with no more than 3 years of full-time experience in student affairs and is selected on the basis of the following criteria: outstanding service to his or her institution, innovation or creative efforts within his or her institution, active involvement in NASPA and or professional organizations, and no more than 3 years full-time experience. This year's winner currently serves as an area coordinator at Northwestern University. In this role, she manages a complex of 2 buildings, which she serves as the university primary contact. In her department, she serves as a member of the Departmental Fund Committee and chairs the Helping Skills Design Team, and has been credited with authoring a number of manuals for her department. At the university level, she has been an active member of a number of campus committees, including the Campus Coalition on Sexual Violence, the Division of Student Affairs Staff Development Committee, the 2012 MLK Committee, and the Religious Think Tank. She has done a number of presentations to her campus community on issues of mental health, residential life, and campus policies and procedures. If that weren't enough, in terms of larger associational involvement, our winner has been extremely active in NASPA since joining 1 year ago. She has moved to the position of serving as the Health and Higher Education Knowledge Community Representative, served as a program reviewer for this year's regional conference, and joined the planning committee for the 2012 National Conference on Mental Health. She also is currently working with a number of individuals to present a health and wealth webinar for the region. Outside of the field, she currently serves as a rape medical advocate for the YWCA to serve as a resource for victims of sexual assault. For her dedication to advancing student affairs, NASPA, and her service to off-campus constituencies, it is my pleasure to award Ms. Angela Lane with the 2011 Outstanding New Professional Award. Our next award is presented to the Mid-Level Professional. The award is presented to a student affairs professional with a minimum of 5 years experience who have demonstrated outstanding commitment to the profession and to NASPA at the regional level, contributed to creating a campus environment that promotes student learning and personal development, an outstanding individual contribution to innovative and responsive services and programs that address varied and emerging needs of students. This year's winner currently serves as the Assistant Director of the Office of Inclusion and Intercultural Relations at the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign. He has previously served at the same institution as the Coordinator of Sexual Assault Education. Prior to his service at this institution, he spent 2 years working with the campus and local community of Champaign doing prevention education regarding sexual assault and issues of rape. Transitioning to the campus environment, he's continued serving that population at various campuses, being invited as an expert speaker at many institutions. His nominators described at length a professional who can engage his student affairs colleagues, peers, with both ease and expertise, but most importantly, is able to maintain a keen focus on both the students at his institution and helping to engage them and frame discussions with them based on his experience. His nominators described a professional who is able to reframe the importance of focusing on students in conversations. In addition to his campus work, our nominee, as I mentioned, presented across the country on these issues and is a favorite instructor of students, and his colleagues talked at length about his ability to engage students in the classroom tirelessly. Many described him as their favorite instructor. Because of his continued work on his campus, exceptional commitment to the student experience, and continued scholarly work in his area of focus, it is my pleasure to present Ross Wantlin, the 2011 Mid-Level Professional Award. Our next award is presented to the individual in the region who has provided outstanding service as a senior student affairs officer. One of the region's most prestigious awards, this recognition is presented to an individual who has excelled as a dean in student affairs. The winner of this award is again automatically forwarded on to the national process as the Region 4-E representative for the Scott Goodnight Award. This year's winner has served Columbia College Chicago for the past 25 years. For the last 11, he served as the Vice President of Student Affairs. Prior to that position, he also served the institution as Associate Vice President of Planning, Associate Dean of Students, Director of Counseling Services, Director of Academic Advising, Career Advisor for Film and Video, Art and Design, and Photography. For the last 11 years, our winner has been crafting and creating his institution's first student affairs unit, serving as the head and leading the charge to create intentional student spaces like the Hogan Gallery, where students' work can be shown, creating opportunities for students to lead on campus, including a Student Government Association, a Student Programming Board, and a Student Organizations Council. He worked to create a residential life element as well, partnering with the University Center in downtown Chicago and engaging with his campus community for the creation of 2 additional residential spaces. He's worked tirelessly with academic programs to create intentional ways that students can live out degrees that they are earning. From booking talent at the campus's Manifest event, to engaging and displaying their art in campus galleries, and to a new initiative in the works where performing arts management students will manage an on-campus student nightclub. Our nominators had glowing things to say about the importance of this individual to their institution, but it was best summed up as follows. I have often said that Mark Kelly is the heart and soul of Columbia College Chicago. He is tireless in seeking ways to improve the student's experience and fearless in taking on huge projects to create community, promote student work, and provide opportunities. He is an inspiring leader whose staff works with the same dedication and energy that he does. In a report from McGuire Associates this year, Mark and his staff received glowing praise for the work they do on behalf of students and the college as a whole. For this, I am pleased to present Mark Kelly with the 2011 Outstanding Performance as a Senior Student Affairs Officer Award. Our final award of the afternoon is the President's Award. This award is presented to a special recognition to a college or university president in the 4-East region who has enhanced the quality of student life on campus by supporting student affairs staff and student programs and services. Nominees must demonstrate a strong record of improving the quality of improving the student experience on his or her campus, involving students and staff in university decision-making, and making valuable contributions to our profession beyond an individual campus. This award will also be forwarded on to consideration as the NASPA Region 4-East representative for the National President's Award. This year's winner has served as the president of the University of Wisconsin Eau Claire since June in 2006. He previously served Eastern Washington University in the roles of interim president, provost, and vice president for academic affairs, and vice president for student affairs. He also served Florida Atlantic University as the associate dean of the Schmidt College of Arts and Humanities, the acting undergraduate studies, and the director of admissions and enrollment management. Prior to these, he served the State University of New York, where he worked as the assistant director of admissions. At all of these institutions, he served as an instructor in both history and the higher education programs. In his nomination packet, one of the key elements that came to light was his focus on the student experience at his institution. Through his hard work and dedication, a vice chancellor for student affairs position was created in 2008. He faced the restructure in a university climate that had dismantled the division 15 years earlier in an effort to cut costs. Through his work, the division returned, and the vice chancellor became an active member of the president's cabinet. He didn't stop his support of student programs there. In the past year, he has spearheaded or supported the creation of a veterans center on campus, secured funds and support for a new children's center to provide support to non-traditional students and staff, and created an additional assistant dean of students position focused on helping to create an accepting climate for students who identify as LGBTQA. In addition to these funded initiatives and centers, he meets monthly in a Chancellor's Roundtable event where he has an opportunity to hear directly from and respond to students' concerns. The most impressive element of his nomination packet was his inclusion of support from students in a plan called the Blue Gold Commitment, a program which allows students to assist in allocating differential tuition dollars. Faced with budget challenges in his state, he was proposing and approving a $1,200 increase in tuition. To make this more beneficial to students and for them to understand that, he partnered with them, leaders on campus, to allocate that spending and included them in the presentation to the Board of Regents to demonstrate the support that they had for the proposal and the importance in continuing their education. his exceptional commitment to the importance of student success and his creation and support of initiatives of the Division of Student Affairs, it is my pleasure to present Dr. Brian Levin Stankovich with the 2011 President's Award. Unfortunately, he couldn't be with us today, so Beth Holloway has been accepted. I want to thank you all for joining me in recognizing these exceptional individuals today. I want to encourage you again to take a minute and read the extended descriptions of the good work these folks have done in the hallway. We worked really hard to include the actual words of their nominators in that poster so you can get a better feel for why they won their awards. Again, these awards will be sent home with these individuals to display on their campus. Thank you all for your time and enjoy your lunch.